Hello and Assalamu alaikum. Today I'm starting a new series of lectures on Islamic finance. Um this will cover the basic concepts that are involved in Islamic finance. Today is the first lecture, and this lecture will provide you an overview of the topic that why we need to study this subject of Islamic finance. I'll try to keep my lectures short so that you can get maximum benefit in a short period of time. And also, I will be keeping my lectures bilingual. I'll be talking in Urdu as well as in English as well. तो आज का जो हमारा पहला लेक्चर है उसमें हम ये बात करेंगे कि जी क्यों हमें ज़रूरत है कि हम इस्लामिक फाइनेंस को पढ़ें, इसको समझें. We need to keep in mind that Islamic finance gained popularity in the recent past, we can say over the last 50 years. And the main reason behind this popularity of this concept was that Islamic Sharia or Islamic laws, they do not accept certain things such as involvement of interest. So Islamic finance is basically a means of finance without using any interest or unfair means or any forbidden economic activities which are defined in Islamic Sharia. Some of the so we can look at the importance of Islamic finance from two perspectives. One is the economic perspective, and the other is the religious perspective. So let's talk about the economic perspective first. मेनली इस्लामिक फाइनेंस की पॉपुलैरिटी के पीछे मेन रीज़न उसकी जो the wealth with available with the Muslims, especially the Arab Muslims, and their preference for Islamic finance. Because of that, we can see that this total Islamic finance assets in 2021 reached to 4 trillion US dollars. The growth of Islamic finance assets in 2021 was 17%. There are 1,679 total Islamic finance institutions which are operating in 2021. If we look at the Islamic finance asset growth over the period from 2015 to 2021, this is, the Islamic finance assets, they grew from 2,170 US billion US dollars to 3,958 billion US dollars. So almost double. You can see in these 6 years, this assets, the Islamic finance assets have become doubled, and it is expected that these assets will reach to 5,900 billion US dollars in 2026. So these figures will give you an idea कि कितनी बड़ी industry है Islamic finance, how big industry it has become. अच्छा जी, अगर हम इस्लामिक फाइनेंस के एसेट्स की बात करते हैं तो वी कैन डिवाइड दोज एसेट्स इनटू 5 major categories. The major sector of Islamic finance is Islamic banking with a share of 70%, and there almost 2,765 billion US dollars are there in Islamic banking sector. The number of Islamic banking institutions is 566. Then the second major sector is takaful. The second major sector is sukuk with 18% share. Then we have Islamic funds with a share of 6%, or other Islamic finance institutions have a share of 4%, and takaful has a share of 2%. तो ये 5 हमारे पास major sectors हैं जो कि Islamic finance figures are there on the screen. You can just note down from there. If we talk about the major if geographic regions where Islamic finance market is, so we have these 5 major areas where this activity is going on. Number one is the Gulf Cooperation Council. ठीक है जी, जिसमें सऊदी अरेबिया, कुवैत, यूएई, कतर, बहरीन and Oman. Oman are the major players. So the Islamic banking assets, we have the largest of these assets in GCC area. Then we have MENA, Middle East and North Africa, in which the major players are Iran, Egypt and Tunisia. The worth of total Islamic banking assets in MENA region is 1,100 billion US dollars. Southeast Asia, main players are Malaysia, Indonesia, Brunei, and the total assets are 320 billion US dollars. South Asia, main players are Pakistan, Afghanistan, Bangladesh, and we have 88 billion US dollars of Islamic banking assets in this region. The last is Europe, and this Islamic banking concept is also becoming popular in Europe as well. So, United Kingdom, Ireland, Italy, these are some of the countries where this Islamic banking is being practiced, and the total worth of the Islamic banking assets in Europe is 64 billion US dollars. If we look at the top countries by Islamic finance assets, we have Iran as the largest, having the largest assets as far as the Islamic banking is concerned, then followed by Saudi Arabia, Malaysia, UAE, Qatar, Kuwait, Indonesia, Bahrain, Turkey, and Bangladesh. Some of the largest banks in GCC region, um, the top banks are there in Saudi Arabia, Al Rajhi Bank, Dubai Islamic of UAE, Kuwait Finance House of Kuwait, Alimna of Saudi Arabia, Abu Dhabi Islamic of UAE, Al Baraka Banking Group of Bahrain, Al Jazeera, Saudi Arabia, Dukhan Bank of Qatar, Bank Bubian of Kuwait, and Sharjah Islamic Bank of UAE. Largest Islamic bank outside GCC, we can see here in this slide that most of the largest banks outside GCC are there in Malaysia. Only one bank among these top or the largest banks is from Bangladesh, which is Islamic Bank Bangladesh, with the assets of 15.54 billion US dollars in 2020. Now, because Islamic banking industry is growing and there is an increase in interest as far as the teaching and research in Islamic finance is concerned, so we can see here in this slide the top 10% institutions and economists in the field of Islamic finance as of November 2022. You can see that names of all the major universities. Harvard University is there, Massachusetts, MIT is there in this list, Lahore School of Economics is there, Stanford is there, University of Chicago is there. So all of the major, all of the top ranking universities you can see in this list where the research and teaching of Islamic finance is going on. Also, you can see that Islamic finance is becoming popular with the global financing bodies. Islamic finance options are available with IMF, with the World Bank, Asian Development Bank, and United Nations, a different organization of the United, for example, UNDP. All of these are offering their products in Islamic finance versions as well. Now, as I told you that we can look at this topic from two perspectives, economics perspective that we have seen already, then we can look at this topic as a Muslim, as a from a Muslim perspective as well. ठीक है, जो मुसलमान हैं उनके लिए अल्लाह ताला ने हलाल और हराम का कॉन्सेप्ट डिफाइन किया है. So every Muslim is bound to earn through halal. Halal means which are permissible, and they are bound to abstain from haram means which are illegal. Now you can see here in this slide some of the haram sources of earning, which include interest on loan, gambling, adultery and pornography, profit earned through hoarding, stealing, money earned through fraud, misrepresentation, sale of alcohol, pork, money earned through magic and fortune telling. So these are some of the illegal means of earning. Now the topmost here, which contradict with the capitalist economic system, is the interest on loans. So Islamic finance is a financial system which is not based on interest. ठीक है, तो चूंकि ये चीज़ें हराम है, इन चीज़ों के ज़रिए से कमाई नहीं की जा सकती, इसलिए इस्लामिक फाइनेंस की इम्पोर्टेंस बढ़ जाती है फॉर द मुस्लिम्स कि वो अपने उन सोर्सेज को अडॉप्ट करके अपनी कमाई करें जो कि इस्लाम ने हलाल करार दी. ओके, why a non-Muslim would be interested in Islamic finance? मुसलमानों का तो समझ में आ गया कि जी इट इज ऑब्लिगेटरी, उनके लिए कंपलसरी है कि उन्होंने इस्लाम को फॉलो करना है. नॉन मुस्लिम्स के लिए इसमें क्या है? The non-Muslims are interested in Islamic finance because it is ethical means of business, since Islam prohibit earning from fraud and misrepresentation, um, earning through gambling, earning through interest. So only ethical form of businesses can be there in Islamic finance. Another thing is that Islamic finance is based on it is asset-backed financing, so it is a low-risk mode of financing, and also it ensures that there is a real economic activity rather than only change of hands. जो कि आप देखें इंटरेस्ट बेस्ड जो आपकी ट्रांजैक्शंस है उसमें तो सिर्फ एक हाथ से दूसरे हाथ में पैसा ट्रांसफर होता है और उसके साथ उसका रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट चेंज होता जाता है, जिससे कोई ज़रूरी नहीं है कि रियल इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी जो है वो हो रही हो, जबकि इस्लामिक फाइनेंस इंश्योर करता है कि देयर इज़ अ रियल इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी गोइंग ऑन. So with this, we come to the end of our lecture, which shows us that this topic is becoming important, or every student of finance or economics need to look into this aspect of economics and finance as well, which is called Islamic finance. Thank you very much, and with this, we end our lecture here.